Hey, beautiful friends, my raw newsletter community and family. Um, I think I have this on a day bed, and I think it's a little bit slanted. Hopefully, it'll stay straight. We'll see how it goes. Um, so, in this edition of Raw, there's a lot happening. So, one of the first things I wanted to talk about was recession. And what do we do during a recession as far as like entrepreneurs, all, of course, all the change that brings. So I'm not going to go into like all the workings on a logical, rational level of what a recession is. I'm going to talk more about the psychology and the energy behind it. So I know we see the markets, the cryptocurrency markets, the real estate markets. Everything is kind of slowing down or moving downhill. Um, and what happens is there becomes more fear-based sort of energy around, oh no, what do I do? How do I prevent my life going into a recession? Right? We don't financially want to go into a recession in our personal lives. So, in the newsletter, I was kind of joking, but not joking. I've been trying to find a therapist for my daughter for quite some time. And since COVID, therapists are exploding. They have more clients than they can handle, most of them. And so my my saying right now is if you want to recession proof your business, become a therapist. Um, and I would say hypnotherapy, um, massage therapy, somatic therapies, dance therapy. If you are a practitioner of any of the healing arts, this is going to be a great time for you to really get out there and share your gifts. Okay. The world is going to need you. Um, and I was doing research on, coaches, life coaching, and, recessions and how recessions affect those kinds of businesses. And what was interesting is that when there's a bit of a downturn, actually business goes up for life coaches. So we're kind of seeing that like similar to therapists and all of these practitioners who are there to heal us and not obviously, I mean, I'm not talking about like maybe even massage therapy or touch therapy on its own. I mean, we're talking about deeper healing that is needed, right? So people who practice this deeper healing work, I think are going to feel a rise in their business. And I know I saw this during COVID for me and for many others. Um, so yeah, and there's obviously the traditional therapy. This is driving me crazy. Let me see. I might use one of my for some reason. Okay. It's still kind of tilted. But that's the state of the world right now, my friends. We're all kind of like, whoa, we're tilting. We're trying to find the balance. Um, anyways, I don't want to like get over preachy, but if you are in the healing arts, definitely get your work out there. Tell people about what you do because there's a lot of people running around needing therapists or they feel like they need therapists and there are no therapists available in the traditional sense. So if you're a coach of some kind, if you're a spiritual healer of some kind, put the word out there. My ring light just like fell into the computer. So everything's rocking and rolling. Get ready for change, people. Okay, water time. Bless the water. Remember, bless your water every day. I love you. I love you. Mm. Bring to me all the beautiful, amazing people who need my healing energy, who need my treasure, who need my gifts. And so it is. Mm. All right, my gods and goddesses. All right, so let's see. I'm going to just check out the newsletter, make sure I hit all the points. Um, all right. So now I want to talk about surrender. So we have the R word, the recession, and the S word, surrender. Surrender is so hard. It feels hard at first until you get yourself there. It's like when you know you need to like take a hike or do your exercise or do your taxes. There's that resistance like, oh, no, I don't want to do it. It doesn't feel good. I can't. So, but once you are surrendered, right, you kind of ground in, right? Ground into that energy. Um, and right now we're basically in this crazy eclipse tunnel. So we had a lunar eclipse, I believe it was September, or it might have been, yeah, it might have been September 30th. So on October 25th, we're having a solar eclipse in Scorpio. Scorpio is all about death, rebirth, transformation, phoenix rising from the ashes. Um, and I know so many of you can relate. We're all in this collective soup of change and things breaking down so things can be remade, um, including ourselves. Our souls are getting just like pulled through this birth canal, this eclipse birth canal. Um, so September 30th. Thinking it was September 30th. We could all look back on our calendars, but there was a full moon in Taurus. I hope I'm right about that. Anyways, maybe it was Virgo. But that first eclipse was um, quite profound for me because I had a major relationship blow up and break apart. Um, and then like a month before that happened, my cat died very suddenly and unexpectedly. Um, and yeah, and a lot of other people too are saying we're kind of surrounded by all this death and transformation. So surrendering is like the only way through this canal. We're being pulled. We can go kicking and screaming, or we can just take a breath and go, okay, let the tide carry me, let the river carry me. I mean, that's the goddess way. So whether you're masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. Allow the goddess, the divine, to move you down that river. Just flow with it. Because between now and the October 25th eclipse, it can feel scary. Things are going to come to a head, especially in world affairs, in our government. Um, the old regime needs to come down, and nothing that's been in power, especially in power for that long, is going to come down without a fight, because they're not going to surrender. So the less resistance you put on things, on yourself, on the world, on other people, those things are just going to crumble away. And then you're going to really feel that new world that you desire, that you've been co-creating with the divine, that you have held in your heart. It's there, and it's there, you feel it, but you're like, when everything has to be aligned, right? And part of being in alignment is that surrender. And I mean, sometimes we have to take action, right? And but the thing is, don't take action just because you're uncomfortable being in the surrender mode, being in the cocoon, being in the soup of the chrysalis, right? Um, so I think I'm going to talk about a couple of things and then I'm going to pull some cards for us. So I'm going to pull from the Mayan Oracle and the Gaia Oracle because Gaia is Earth and Mayan is basically the cosmos, right? The not to say that the Earth is not connected to that, but I feel like we need both of those Oracle decks today. So I am also changing, and you may find in your life and your business that you have to switch things around, change things around. Um, in this surrender mode, I'm feeling like a couple of things I was going to start. One of them was a cacao ceremony that I had planned for October 22nd. That's 10 days from now. I am moving that to November 6th. It's a Sunday, and that's here in Santa Barbara. And I've had many people write me and say, hey, I'm out of town or I don't live in town. Can you do something online? So I am going to plan an online cacao ceremony also, in addition to that, in November. The date's not chosen yet. And what's going to happen is I will give you all the links to, get the supplies and order everything in advance. And then we come together online. So for those of you who are coming to the Santa Barbara one in my home, which you see behind me, my beautiful place, I will be providing the cacao and we'll make it like a beautiful rose petal mandala. We're just going to make a lot of magic. And we will cook the cacao together. So you'll learn how to make ceremonial cacao, which is just, and I've never met anybody who makes it as good as me. Maybe one other person. One other person. Most people make it too liquidy, too watery. It's not good. I make it like this thick, like earthy, sweet mud of joy that goes into your body and heals you and blesses every cell. You're going to love it. So, and it just tastes divine. And the texture is like this very velvety, thick, like when you drink a European hot chocolate. Although it's not overcooked. Anyways, I'm not going to explain it. You'll learn. It's amazing. It's amazing. So I moved those. And then I also have a beautiful 6-week intensive. It's a group class where we go through and activate combinations of different chakras. And we're going to work with all 12 chakras and using and calling in that archetypal energy, the cosmic energy, the earth energy to really put into our lives and bring in more miracles, magic, and money. And I just decided to call it that. It's called the Miracles, Magic, and Money 6-week intensive. It's a group experience. And it's basically something that I've learned through my spirit guides, how to combine energies of different chakras to make things really super powered. I am considering moving that to November as well. After, again, this eclipse, October 25th, so much of our lives are going to shift. So it feels like starting these things before that October 25th feels almost like premature. It just feels like nothing's ripe yet. The shift has to happen first. So yeah, just contact me if you're interested in any of those offerings, the cacao ceremonies and the 6-week intensive, and we will and I'll put you on my personal email list so you're in the know, the first person to know when the dates. But anyways, the in-person Santa Barbara cacao ceremony, the date is set for November 6th. It's a Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Okay. So anyways, we need to work with our energy to create a strategy, right? Not just, again, there's this surrender to the higher plan, to the shifts that are happening. And then at that point, when we are shifted and seeing, oh, okay, here's where I need to solidify, here's where I need to have a strategy, here's where I need to have good planning. That's when, it's a time to come in and do that work. I'm doing also a free class. It's Friday, November 4th, I believe. And that class is all about planning with the cosmic planetary wisdom. Okay. And I'll share different strategies for that. So, a lot coming in for you that I'm very happy to offer. And then a week from, well, week from yesterday was Tuesday. So yesterday, I did a beautiful kind of a business visioning, and it was about who am I becoming, who do I need to be the best in the world at what I do. So it's free, it's recorded, it's on YouTube, it's, you'll see it on my channel here. And so the next kind of in this series of free workshops is going to be Tuesday of next week, right? So that's the 18th. And I believe that's at 9 a.m. Pacific. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how I work with imaginative play, which is very similar to active imagination, which is from the Jungian. Oh my gosh, we're at 17 minutes. I can talk and talk and talk, can't I? I love doing these. I am so just blessed that you're here. So let's get into the card readings. We're going to start with the Gaia Oracle. So go ahead and close your eyes, ground into your feet, into your body, being present in the here and now. And just focusing on your heart center. What does your heart want you to know right now? And I'm going to pull a card here. We got card 14, purification, fire, bare essentials, the naked truth, and wholeness. Look at that. So beautiful. So I keep hearing Ring of Fire. So the Ring of Fire is that Pacific Rim area. So I don't know. It could be that all of this energy that we're feeling that's rising up is rising up like a volcano. Could it mean a literal volcano eruption? Perhaps. But again, it's like earth energy is our energy, our bodies. We are earth and all the elements, obviously. But the fire, we think of the fire element, it's really in our heart space, right? I'm also getting, like, when you're working, when you're meditating, definitely light a candle and just ask for the light of the divine to transmute and burn away any negative patterns, old negative energy that's around you and in your spiritual layers, right? So let's see what this card has to say. What is it that your heart truly desires? What do you perceive is missing in your life? In order to find the answers, you must look inside your heart. We can't make this stuff up. I mean, I started saying that before I even read what was in this card. You already know this, but have been reluctant to look because a part of you fears what your heart is trying to tell you. The only way forward is to face your fear. Something in your life is not working out as you would have liked, and it's not going to get any better unless you have the courage to face it. Close your eyes and relax. Take a nice deep breath in. Let it out. Imagine a beautiful flame warming your heart and soul. Feel its purifying and healing light burning away your fears and doubts, healing your body and mind, and clearing away all obstacles, either imagined or real. Feel your heart center as an endless space full of only love and light. Feel the peace. You are safe in this eternal space of light. Now, what is your heart saying? When it brings a tear to your eye, you will know that it is your truth. Your soul will guide you towards happiness. All you need to do is follow. Trust, surrender. I love that. Okay. We are going to now pull a Mayan oracle. This is a beautiful oracle deck. And this one came flying out, but I feel like we might need another one too. So, Mayan oracle. What do you want us to know in this moment? Beautiful. We got this one, just literally jumped out. Unidad, the one pearl of wisdom. The second card is the adventurer's quest. Okay. Start with unity. So here it is, the Mayan oracle, the galactic language of light. Where's unity? Oh, here we go. Open your heart in unconditional love as a chalice for indivisible essence. Let the sacrament of unity be served in you. The qualities are unconditional love, the one heart, indivisible essence, core vibration, new beginnings, chalice of the infinite, all that is. So again, heart. Surrender to what your heart is telling you. Trust and follow its guidance. The more you love, the faster you vibrate. Changing your friends, beliefs, or the contents of your mind does not change your vibration. The ways you don't love yourself as you are now are the very ways that you keep love out and your vibration down. There is nothing outside you that dictates your experience. Your life experience is entirely determined by your vibration and awareness. If you want to vibrate in the frequency of unity consciousness, choose love. Woo, okay, I'm getting chills. That's a big message. Okay, the adventurer's quest. Crossroads, mythic call, journey, balance, quest, finding guides and allies, receptivity, allowing the help to come in, surrender to your heart, unconditional love. Wow. Initiation, empowerment, rescripting your personal myth, and violet flame. So remember, the violet flame, again, is the transmutation of all negative energy, negative karma, and negative patterns. You are at a crossroads in your life, and you are receiving a mythic call. This lens calls forth your personal vision, evoking the seated remembrance of your life's purpose. Awaken to your destiny. Okay. You are being drawn into initiation. Ask to embody all you have learned. Acknowledgement and empowerment in this initiation can come to you in the form of a joyful embrace with a fresh start, a new tool, a skill, or a creative surge, or in any other number of ways. Celebrate these gifts in your heart. When you do, they will naturally be recirculated to others, and you in turn will find renewed energy, purpose, and commitment to fully living your adventure. What aspect of self, emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, needs to be brought into better balance in your life? Receiving this lens is a call to walking in the mythic quest of your life with more balance. To do this, remember the adventurer's quatrain. Stay in present time. Let it all be right. Keep on walking and watch for the lion on your left. All right, beautiful ones. Until next week, sending you so much love, and leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think of these raw episodes. I know sometimes they can get a little bit long, but kind of think of this as like your own little therapy coaching session to help you get through the week. And as we move through, sorry, something in my tooth, as we move through this eclipse portal, we're going to get through this October 25th, whatever this huge shift or transformation that's coming for us. Just keep staying present, keep walking forward, watch for the line on your left. And what was the other one? I'm going to actually write these down. Where was that? Okay. Stay in present time. Let it all be right. That's the one. I couldn't remember that one because I don't want to remember that one, but that's a good one. That's really, wow, that's good for me because I have a tendency to be like, well, that's not right. And that's not right. It's all, let it all be right. Surrender. Stay in present time. Let it all be right. Keep on walking. Watch for the line on your left. Woo. Okay. Sending you so much love. Bye now.